In a historic deal, a county in New Jersey has structured a 5-year partnership with a company called Avalanche Blockchain to digitize almost $240 billion of their real estate. Is this the end of the title company?
It could be the start of the end of the title company.
It is the beginning of the end of the title company. This got me so excited. We know that the blockchain is perfect for keeping records such as deeds, and it's just such an infallible, process to put those on the blockchain, and New Jersey is starting it. So pretty exciting stuff.
There's so much fraud that, people are getting their titles stolen from them. Can you imagine if it was just on your phone and you had your title on your phone, and if someone wanted to transfer it, it would like
instantaneously
give you like a notification or something, on your phone, like, hey, someone's trying to take your deed. Like, no, I didn't accept this, So I think, why wouldn't it be on the blockchain? I would love to see my titles and my houses on my phone.
It does make you wonder, right? Like when you look at it from the macro point of view, you have Old Republic, First American, and Fidelity, right? All basically multi-billion-dollar companies. Why haven't they adopted this? Because you're right. The blockchain immediately solves that. Yes, I understand it's going to be an expensive undertaking to get it there, but it immediately eliminates the issues.
Because title insurance is a big, giant Ponzi scheme.
It doesn't say, is it a Ponzi scheme?
But like, how many millions of dollars of title policies we paid for, and how many and we had one claim, and they didn't even like pay it out. Like that. They just paid for the attorney to fight the claim for a year.
Right.
And so what we got stuck with holding the property.
Yep.
And they paid for an attorney to fight it. And it's not like they paid it. So we were stuck with
we
making the payments on the property. So I mean, it's a big Ponzi scheme.
Well, I think there's a phrase that we've used before, legalized fraud. It's a term we've coined, the title insurance process. But the interesting thing, I think, is, like you said, just being able to go to your phone, go to an app, pull up your deeds, and then also cut down on the fraud. I mean, people are losing their properties due to fraud.
Yeah, well, like think about the title insurance process, right? So you have like escrow title, right? Like when they do they'll go do their title search, a lot of times that takes multiple days too, right? Like if you need to like slam through a close, or, not only that, they have like hard costs. So our hard cost for this title research is $250, right? Like that they'll see per their, depending, especially like if you're dealing with, sub companies of one of those massive companies I was talking about. But without going off on a massive tangent, you're talking about, that's the other beautiful thing about the blockchain. You're literally talking about instantaneous.
Yes. So and I think that anytime we talk about this, it's like the challenge is getting all of the deeds onto the blockchain. So I am excited that New Jersey, Bergen County, New Jersey, is undertaking this and starting on this 5-year partnership. It's actually with a firm called Balcony, and they're going to digitize and tokenize all of their real estate deeds on the Avalanche blockchain. So really exciting stuff. We'll definitely cut down on fraud. Speaking of fraud.
Speaking of Ponzi schemes, right?
Speaking of Ponzi schemes and fraud, this one is juicy. So the former We Buy Ugly Houses franchise owner pled guilty to fraud. Apparently, he bilked investors out of about $40 million, was found guilty of operating a Ponzi scheme, taking in investor money, and then what he was doing is he was basically using that money to pay his own personal expenses. And this sentence could carry up to 20 years in prison.
Man, I'll tell you what, it's always baffling and disheartening to me it seems like we've heard so many versions of this story through the years of everybody where they have a good, successful model, it thrives, and then all of a sudden they run. I don't like. Is it jet money that they have to just have
greedy.
now?
That's
what I'm saying.
Like
it's disheartening.
Or they feel invincible. They feel like they can get away with it. And so then slowly but surely.
Definitely some of that, right?
But they went to great lengths to perpetuate this fraud. So apparently he would get multiple loans on the same property. He would provide investors who actually didn't have the deed of the property a fake deed. Jeez, and so he went to pretty great lengths to ensure that this Ponzi scheme kept going. And then, of course, he would take in new investor money and pay off the interest of old investors. So classic Ponzi scheme. This happened in Texas. There were apparently 80 victims. Again, $40 million. Pretty insane.
That is a lot of
20 years for $40 million. Usually it's like lower.
Is it up to 20 years?
You see these guys that had a $1 billion Ponzi schemes and
get 5 years.
Got like 5 years.
I'd probably do 5 years for $1 billion.
Who did he know?
Elliot. We are recording right now.
It's true though. Like some of these white collar crime.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's they don't get as much, and then they go to these plush prisons, right?
Yeah, exactly. Federal prisons are not as maximum security.
They don't have like bars. They have a door to their room.
Yeah, I don't want to be in any. I don't want to be in anything like
Mine's
that.
Mine's a joke. I don't want my freedom taken
orange.
away. Orange is the new black. Yeah, I mean it's not good. Yeah, defrauding and stealing people's money, right? Like to me, like it's a moral issue.
It seems like it always happens too. Like when the market kind of goes down. So maybe these people, they think they're invincible when the market is going like this, right? And then as soon as the market takes a dip, right, and then they're like, oh,
yeah, they're playing the percentage game.
And then what happens is, and then they get caught with their pants down, right? Because they think, I can do this. I just need to move some money around, because I got this big deal over here, and so we're gonna go. I'll just do this. I'll just this one time, and then they end up doing it over and over and over again,
and then it becomes normal.
And then the market moves, right? I mean, this is what happened with like FTX, right? I think, they thought everything was great, It's like, hey, we'll just keep leveraging, and then once the market pops down, that's whoops.
Yeah, we'll make it right.
And then they get exactly what you're about ready to say. I think.
Yeah, I don't think the intentions are always just like capping that, Jay. I think you bring up a valid point because I don't think all of them are like malicious and not horrible in the beginning,
right? At the onset.
Yeah,
but it's integrity.
It's integrity. It's not your money. Don't use it for your own stuff.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. Yes. Warren Buffett has a really famous quote. He said, "Only when the tide goes out do you discover who's been swimming naked."
Yes.
So this We Buy Ugly Houses franchise owner was definitely swimming naked. Thanks for tuning in. If you have anything to add to the conversation, drop it in the comments below.